Growth is controlled by growth promoters and growth inhibitors. In my earlier presentation, I have discussed about auxins, gibberellins and cytokinins, which are the growth promoters. Growth inhibitors are also as important as growth promoters because uncontrolled growth leads to death of the plants due to lack of nutrients. Depending upon the various environmental factors like light, water, nutrient availability, growth inhibitors play an important role in controlling the growth of plants. The balance between growth promoters and growth inhibitors are responsible for the growth and development in plants. Abscisic acid is one such growth inhibitor. Abscisic acid was first identified and characterized chemically by Endicott when studying compounds responsible for the falling of the cotton fruits. He named one active compound as abscissin 1 and the second active compound as abscissin 2. Similarly, Philip Waring isolated the substance from birch leaves, that is betula leaves, which when applied to other betula seedlings caused the dormancy of seeds. Hence, he named the substance as dormin. Later, it was found that abscissin 1 and dormin are same substances and collectively they were named as abscisic acid. Abscisic acid are found in angiosperms, gymnosperms, pteridophyte and mosses. It is synthesized in chloroplast and other plastids of all the cells. Fruits and seeds contain high amount of abscisic acid. Abscisic acid is a terpenoid and closely linked to carotenoids. Abscisic acid exists in two isomeric forms, that is cis form and the trans form. So this is the cis form of abscisic acid and this is the trans form of the abscisic acid. The cis form is more active and it naturally exists existing form, and trans form is biologically inactive. The trans form is converted to cis form in presence of ultraviolet light. Inhibition of seed germination, growth elongation, inhibition of growth and elongation of seedlings, inhibition of alpha amylase synthesis and stomatal closing properties are some of the bioassays for abscisic acid. First, now we will discuss about the physiological role of the abscisic acid in plant. First is the inhibition of seed germination, seedling growth and bud growth. Exogenous abscisic acid inhibit germination of most non-dormant seeds. It might be due to inhibition of enzyme protease and amylase along with carboxypeptidase synthesis. Abscisic acid also inhibit water uptake in germinating seeds. So the shortage or lack of water in germinating seeds inhibit their growth. Seedling growth inhibition by abscisic acid occurs due to decrease in their water potential. Exogenous abscisic acid induced bud dormancy in woody plants. Abscisic acid content in dormant buds is high. Hormone inhibits the lateral growth of such buds. So abscisic acid acts opposite to growth promoting hormones like auxins, gibberellins and cytokinins. It counteracts the growth stimulatory effect of the growth promoting hormones. Abscisic acid is very specific against the gibberellic acid, hence it is also known as anti-gibberellin. Abscisic acid induces dormancy of seeds and buds. The levels of abscisic acid increases considerably in leaves and buds when bud dormancy occurs. Direct application of abscisic acid to non-dormant buds cause their dormancy. After removal of abscisic acid from plant tissue, the growth resumes. Senescence and abscission. The premature fall of leaf, fruit and the flowers is called as senescence. The abscisic acid accelerates senescence and abscission of leaves, flowers and fruit. Abscisic acid helps in stomatal closing. Increased levels of abscisic acid favors stomatal closure, thereby reducing the transpiration rate. Hence, abscisic acid is regarded as a good anti-transpirant. Abscisic acid level increases to about 50 times during water stress. Response of abscisic acid is fast and occurs within a few minutes of its application. Abscisic acid inhibits the potassium ion transport from neighboring cells to God cells and release the malate from the God cells, due to which the water moves out of the God cell, thereby the God stomata becomes flaccid and the stomata they close. Abscisic acid controls fruit development and ripening. Abscisic acid level increases in tomato fruit along with its growth. It induces color change of tomato during its growth. It is assumed that abscisic acid might induce the fruit ripening by promoting ethylene synthesis. Now the agricultural applications of abscisic acid. So abscisic acid delay the opening of flowers and sprouting of storage organs like potatoes. So when abscisic acid is applied, it inhibits the sprouting of buds in potato, thereby maintaining the quality of potatoes. So during sprouting, there is a conversion of starch into sugar in the potato. Because of formation of this sugar, the potato buds they start sprouting. So when the abscisic acid is applied to the potatoes, this conversion of starch into sugar is inhibited, thereby the sprouting of buds is also inhibited, thereby increasing the yield of the tubers. Abscisic acid also stimulates the fruit ripening as it increases the level of the ethylene. Abscisic acid also delay the germination of seeds, and it is used as an anti-transpirant in the areas where there is a deficiency of water.